video and
Okay, when others are speaking, we should mute it because the sound.
that is what.
Okay, so very, very good afternoon to all of you. It's my privilege and opportunity to welcome all of you. Especially, I welcome Professor I.P. Gorama, Head of Department Education. And also, I welcome my colleague, Dr. Rasmi Rekha Sethi, and dear students of MEd first semester. So today, we are assembled here to have a workshop on self-development paper. As you all know that this self-development paper is a very important part of the curriculum of MEd first semester or the whole MEd course curriculum. So we all know that this self-development in the syllabus, it carry 1 credit out of the 18 credit of the first semester. So this particular portion of self-development, actually the transaction mode, the methodology of transaction is mainly through experiential mode, wherein we are supposed to have a kind of workshop, and also all of you have to perform something, experience something, observe something, and then collect from your own experience, and assemble together, and then sharing of your experience is very, very important. So we all know that this teacher education program, in the teacher education program, we are shifting from the traditional method of handing or passing of information to the process and the skill. So now the focus is on the process and the skill, and like any other profession, teacher education program also is now in the how do I say, in the direction of having a professionalism, where the concern is on your competency, your skill, and through self-reflection and critical analysis of self. So until and unless you understand yourself, I think professionalism of a teacher is not possible. So with this small introduction, I would like to welcome Professor I.P. Goroma ma'am to tell us about what is the importance, and what is this self-development portion in the MEd syllabus, and why we call it as a tool course, and what is that objective, why do we have this self development in the teacher education curriculum or teacher educators curriculum. So I welcome you, and also please you may take your time. Madam, over to you.
Good afternoon, Dr. Elizabeth, Dr. Rashmi, and my dear students. Thank you for inviting me to speak on this important tool course of MEd, and which is placed in the curriculum for the first year of their learning. So you have asked several questions. Let me try to bring in all those aspects as much as possible when I talk to you now. The pivotal role of teachers has been reiterated in several documents. It's not just for the education system, but for the nation as a whole. The famous lines of Education Commission, which opens, the destiny of the classroom is being, destiny of the nation is being shaped in the classroom. And the education policy of 1986, when it says status of the teacher reflects the socio-cultural ethos of the society. And also it goes further to say no people can raise above the level of the teachers. So all these statements very clearly tell us the important role of teachers in building the nation. It's at a larger picture of a teacher. When this is the important role of teachers, the teacher education program is trying to incorporate several professional components, and of late, several visionaries have thought of including the important components into the curriculum itself, instead of waiting that some of the professional qualities will be imbibed, inculcated by itself. So they have put this in the curriculum of teacher education. This program is mainly to enhance the profession. It's to enhance the personal qualities and the professional development in the teacher education program. So it is in fact a move towards bringing professionalism to the program. There was a long debate on calling this as a professional course. That is when the visionaries thought that this has to be enhanced, the duration has to be enhanced, and field engagement component has to be built into the curriculum. That is how the 1-year program has been designed from 2016 into 2 years program, where there are common core papers which give the perspective courses, the tool courses, the teacher education courses, and along with the field engagement. And there are specialization programs and dissertation activities giving you practical experience of doing research, and the 2-semester internship programs also. So this self-development is one of the, it's under the tool course. The name tool course says that these are new actually, which is included in the new curriculum. Knowing the competence development, and the way we say tool course, I think you all can understand that it is giving an additional skill or additional competency. For example, in gardening, we take certain tools. Without the tools also we may work. But when we use certain gardening tools, our efficiency improves. In the same way, when we are working in the kitchen, without certain minute tools also we can cook. But when we use all those required tools in the kitchen, our efficiency improves and the performance is better. In the same way, to be a teacher educator, you have all the perspective courses and the knowledge which is coming through the perspective courses, which help you to be a practitioner as a teacher or a teacher educator. But these tool courses like the ICT, self-development, reading and reflecting on the text, and research, these 4 give you an additional strength. It gives you additional confidence to perform as a teacher. And the larger goal of nation building can be achieved only when all of us as teachers work with all our potentialities explored to the highest level. And this self-development is a program which has come to address this issue, because as a person and as a professional, we cannot separate ourselves. We are not a split personality. I am different when I'm a teacher or a professional, or when I'm as a person, I'm different. It can't be. So to improve the quality of teacher, it is very well understood that as a person, we have to improve. The personal qualities has to be enhanced, and that has to be done with an explicit way. Otherwise, also all these qualities of self-awareness, understanding others, everything it's a natural instinct for us, and we do it. But we cannot take risk in putting a professional into a field without being very sure of developing these qualities. In the present context, the diversity and complexity of the present century especially is placing greater challenges on the role of teachers and teacher educators. So there is a very important role, or a crucial role, that the personal disposition or a personal values of the individual lead to becoming a better professional in understanding the profession better. And the teacher education program has is looking at building in an individual the self-awareness, the personal qualities. All of us can analyze ourselves. How much are we aware of ourselves? What food we like? How much do we like to eat? And what happens if we eat the wrong food? Knowing ourselves, because each one of us are a unique being, and right from food to anything we do, we have our personal way of doing and a personal choice, and it should suit us as an individual. The empathy, leadership, and the way we collaborate, these are all the essential skills to be at a personal level to function better as a professional in the teaching profession. The collaborative skill, these are very, very crucial to function as a teacher. It is, in fact, providing you an opportunity to be to blend the cognitive, the social, this particular course, the cognitive aspects with your social and emotional aspects as well. This is an opportunity. In fact, this course is giving you an opportunity. It's explicitly creating an opportunity for all of you, along with you, to the mentors like us also, to engage in certain reflection activities wherein we develop the connection between the self and the professional individual as me. I'm looking at myself and comparing myself as a professional. My personal, we are bringing a connection between the self and the professional practice. If I have this disposition, how is it going to enhance my professional practice? So this curriculum, which is expanded into 6 themes, which Dr. Rashmi and Dr. Elizabeth will be discussing with you in brief, I think, today. This gives you, all these themes are designed in such a way that this gives you a chance to appreciate yourselves, to engage with you. In fact, it is letting you fall in love with yourselves. And when you know, when you go deep inside you, you will find out if there is something which I have to change in me to become a better person and to be a better professional. See, to be a better person, whether I change or not, it is immaterial. But when we are becoming a professional, we have no option. We have to identify those factors which are coming in the way of performing better in my professional arena. I have to change myself, and this nobody else can change. It is only through our going deep into ourselves, by understanding ourselves, by knowing our strengths and weaknesses. If I have to suit the profession, what change do I have to bring? All these themes will help you to do this in a very subtle way. Automatically, you will be wondering at the end of this course, you will see a change in yourself. Probably if you don't see a change in yourself, your neighborhood, your family members may see that, oh, this person before joining MED was little different, but there is a change. That should be the way this course is taken. Others should perceive the change which we have undergone because of this self-development program. So this course is included in teacher education program to promote and to develop it's giving a base to develop the self and strong hold on the professional identity as teachers. The prospective teacher educators they have to delve deep into their selves to develop the sensibilities. What we see outside, so many things we may miss. What is that? The skill of observation. Through observation, we develop a sensitivity to our surrounding, a disposition and a skill for personal growth, and also to the understanding that can build resilience within us, so that resilience of ours helps us to manage the situations which come in our professional activities in the day-to-day professional dealings. So this kind of a strength is envisaged by undergoing this course, self-development. I'm sure you are through this course and you have experienced little bit of it already. Let's see if time permits or in another workshop, we can hear from you how you have felt this change, improving yourself and also leading to a professional identity. Because I am going to be a teacher or teacher educator, this personal quality I had to change. I'm sure some of you will think that way. Your reflection gives you opportunity to think and change yourself for the benefit of you and to the profession.
Thank you so much, Professor I.P. Garama, for clarifying and also explaining to us in a very simple as well as meaningful way. I hope our students who are here, I think they understand better now what is the objective, and also you have touched upon the historical evolution also, how important and the rationale of having this particular course. Very rightly you have said, self or person is integral to professionalism and vice versa. So as a teacher educator, I think you have to go through the journey of learning, unlearning and relearning. So everything is, it depends on you, how critically you are able to reflect. And that is why the 6 teams are focusing on the nature around us, and also what is your role and responsibility in that. So before I call upon Dr. Rasmi Rekha Sethi, I just want to show you a slides of the course. Let us quickly have a glance of that. And also, I welcome the students to even raise a question at the end part. If time permits, we will have a discussion. And it will be quite interesting if we can link to NEP also as well, because in many ways, this self-development paper is interconnected to other paper of the course within the MS curriculum. So it is not separate, it is not compartmentalized. Rather, these will help you to know better, this will help you to transact better in the pedagogy or in any other content area like this. So I will share with you the PPT of the course, and then I will invite my colleague. Mm. So this is the I have taken this from the syllabus itself or the curriculum itself. So as I have already said that self-development paper is a tool course which have 1 credit out of 18 credit in the first semester. The teaching hours is 2 block period, which you are very much aware, and mark is a internal assessment. Maybe the way how we assess, the assessment practices also, I was thinking that we can have another round of discussion. Is self-assessment as well as the course requirements assessment. This also can be one area where we explore again. So this, the main objective of or the aims of these 2 courses is this one: develop understanding self, developing self as a professional, developing sensibility, disposition, which Madam has already very rightly mentioned about that. And these are the methodologies of the transaction of the paper. Sharing experience in a group of whatever you have gone through in your, or whatever you have observed in a particular context or situation. Reflective discussion. Okay, what discussion on what to imbibe as a teacher, competencies or quality. Okay, organization of activities or for self-expression, providing feedbacks, the competency to, like how you provide feedback even to your friends, Okay, how you write journals from your diary, how you are able to write the narrative of that, all these things. Okay, so basically it will be transacted through workshop. So there are, as already introduced by madam, already mentioned by madam, there are 6 themes. So they are understanding self, self management, developing self in harmony with nature, so self and social responsibility, self and mental and physical well-being. So this is the first theme of the paper. So here I hope that students are also going through this particular unit. So whenever you are doing any activities within one theme, you have to compulsorily go through what are the objective, how these can be achieved, and what are the activities which are recommended or which are listed here in the particular theme. And this is the theme 2, self management. Theme 2, self management, also here the activity as well as the what is the objective is also mentioned here. Then the theme 3, this is a developing self in harmony with nature. Okay, these are the objective, and this is the activities which are to be undertaken. So this is theme 4, developing self as a professional teacher or teacher educator. Objective is a critical self-awareness, abilities, okay, all this. And here also, when we say professional, it also talks about the knowledge, the content knowledge of the subject, as well as the knowing the strategies of the pedagogical aspects. So these are the objective, and these are some of the activities under the theme 4. So this is a activities, and this is a theme 5, self and social responsibility. What is the objective here? Realistic understanding, for example, knowing about social responsibility, what is your responsibility as a teacher educator, and what are the objective, okay, by all these overall objective, and these are the specific objective, and these are the activities under the theme 5. And this one is a theme 6, self and mental and physical well-being. So maintaining physical, mental and spiritual health, and the suggested activities are yoga, practicing yoga, okay, maybe meditations. Okay, so whatever meditations, whatever which you have gone through in your experience of the activities which you have done preparing a portfolio. I think that Rasmi Madam has already initiated, and you all are doing that. Okay, so these are the last portion of how the documentation of the portfolio has to be undertaken. That is the content of the syllabus. Okay, so that is in brief about the syllabus of this self uh, development. So now I invite Dr. Rasmi Rekha Sethi to talk about the units. Yeah.
So thanks a lot to Elizabeth Gangmai for inviting me for this workshop, and respected head department of education, Professor I.P. Gorama, and my dear colleague, Dr. Elizabeth, and my dear students also, and also the viewers. So whatever explanation you had, and the way Gaurav madam has explained, it will be beneficial for the students. As the introductory speech she has given very nicely, and thank you madam that you have created the plot for us to add more the things for our students. So, at the outset, I would like to say from the from NEP 2020, as you have highlighted this thing, everybody must know that the first principle of NEP is recognizing, identifying, and fostering the unique capabilities of each student. Each student, okay? Recognizing, identifying, and fostering the unique capabilities. So, by sensitizing the teachers as well as the parents to promote its students' holistic development in both academic and non-academic sphere. Here, so as we are discussing the self-development, so self-development in both, not only in the academic sphere, not only in the non-academic sphere. In both the sphere, if student is analyzing the life by taking into consideration of each and every aspects of life, that time so development of the self will be occurred. So as unit 1 speaks about the understanding self. How do we understand to ourselves? How do we understand to ourselves? So there are so many techniques for understanding to oneself. Before that, I want to say and share with the students that the life of great people, lives of almost all the great men in the world tells us that how they were able to prosper without depending on anyone's help, anyone's mercy. And a great man believes in his own or her own right hand, and also his or her own intellect and intellect to achieve something great in life, and he or she plans everything beforehand in a methodical way, or in an organized manner, or in a very systematic way, so that he or she is not required to depend on anyone's advice or help, and she or he knows himself or herself how to act properly and how to get the things done, and so it does not become difficult for him or her to rise high in life. That I can say. But when we are going to analyze our understanding self, how do we analyze ourselves? Okay. Generally, I instruct Elizabeth is correctly saying, and also has mentioned that I have already interacted with the students, and also I have taken lots of experience from the students which they shared. Very good experience they were sharing, and one by one, when critical moments of life, it will be shared by those students that will come to know. But firstly, when we are going to discuss on the understanding self, generally I instruct to the students for presenting or sharing of the critical moments of life, and so critical moments, and also they do the things which will help them to learn various ways of managing and resolving the things in their life. So first activity of understanding self is the SWOT analysis. SWOT, SWOT, that is SWOT analysis. So SWOT analysis, it is an analysis or exercise to identify the strength, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats. So SWOT stands for strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So strength is the internal capacity or capability which helps to achieve the desired goal. It is the internal capacity of one individual. So strength, what is my strength? So I know better. So what is my strength? Nobody can say better than me. So I must say, I must find out what is my strength. So students, so you have to take out the strength of yours and you have to write down the strengths, and strength here, it is internal positive aspects of life, internal positive aspects of life. So that are internal, it is what I said, it is the internal positive aspects that under control of anybody, under control of anybody. So strength is the power, strength is the internal capacity, or I can say it is the potentiality of each and everybody's life. So we have to gather the strength. If we'll accumulate the positive qualities, positive or desirable qualities, so by which we can be the productive citizen of the country, automatically the weaknesses will be less. When it will be more, so weaknesses will be less. If we are having the weaknesses where, SWOT, W stands for weaknesses. So weakness is the internal obstacle or barrier which helps to achieve the desired goal. It helps. It helps to achieve the desired goal. It is the internal barrier. Sometimes that barrier can be broken. So that obstacle can be removed by our own step. So then your opportunity. Opportunity is the external situation. Opportunity is the external situation that could provide a competitive advantage, and also threat is the external situation that could that could be deleted from the mind. So that means that could damage the scope of attaining the objective. So where we have already set our goals and is there some barrier or in our life something is giving the stress, something is or something or the other is giving the stress, and for which we are being tension, and for which we think that if it will be happen, then my life will go out. So how can I live? How can I live without these? So that all these are the threats. So every time one is under the threats, so threats can be removed. Then I say to the students, you reflect upon yourself and list out your strength, list out your weaknesses. So many strengths, so many weaknesses, so many opportunities, so many threats they have already discussed one day also. So if possible, we can give the scope to the students to present or to share again. So out of that also everybody can learn and it can be helpful for others also. So then opportunities, if I'll say that opportunities, what situation can you take the advantage of? Do you have possible or do you have the people to help or to advise you? So what others influence can you expect? So many things will come in the opportunities and obstacles also. What are your competitors doing, and is the demand for your strength declining, and so many or which things are there you are thinking that it will make the harm for you, and here two tips for viewers are: be realistic and genuine, both. Be realistic and genuine about the strengths and weaknesses of one's life. Okay, so and do not hide or underestimate the threats or weaknesses also, another tip. Okay, so do not hide or underestimate threats or weaknesses. The importance of SWOT analysis for a student is that it helps to achieve a clear picture of where students stand and where to to go, and what kind of strengths, what kind of weaknesses, what kind of opportunities, what kind of threats are there in the life. So they are the best, they are having the best capacity to analyze this SWOT analysis. So for the SWOT analysis, if they will work upon by themselves, also it will be good for them. And in the classroom also, I say the same thing. So you write down, you jot down the positive points, you write down the negative points. I never said that negative points here. So instead of negative, people say that weaknesses. So that weaknesses has to be improved. That weaknesses I am having, suppose I am having that weaknesses, it has to be improved. It has to be improved. Then only it will be turned as your or turned into the strength. So SWOT analysis also helps to the students to identify their improvement areas and setting goals also. Okay, setting goals. So it helps in the improvement area, and also it helps for setting the goals or in setting the goals. So next bit is your Johari window. Johari window. Johari window. For Johari window, generally I take the opportunity with the students, and I say to the students, you do that kind of, as it is the workshop. So I generally do in a very workshop mode, and I say to the students, just you write down, and also I instructed to all the students that you just put one draw a line where it will be divided. So square will be divided into 4 parts. So 4 windows are there in our life. So 4 windows are there. So how to explain? So Johari window, it is a tool, or we can say it is a technique. Correct. It is a tool. It is a technique for improving self-awareness. Self-awareness within an individual, and it helps people better understanding of themselves and also others. There are 2 things: understanding to oneself, understanding to others. Okay, so it is a model. It is a model devised by the American psychologist Joseph Lode in the year 1900. He was born in the year 1916 and died in the year 2014. So and Harrington Ingham. So 1916 to 1995 and it is created. This Johari window is created by them, by both the psychologists in the year 1955 while researching groups dynamics at the University of California. So it is called Johari after combining first name of both psychologists, that Joe and Harry. Joe and Harry, this model is used and relevant for self-awareness. What I have already said, it is relevant for the self-awareness and improving communication skill and soft skills, then empathy, behavior, cooperation, and personal development. So internal development or interpersonal, internal development, interpersonal development, and intergroup relationship and group dynamics, and also team development. So Johari window speaks about our feelings, experience, views, attitudes, skills, intention, motivation, etc. within or about a person, within a person or about a person in relation to their groups from 4 perspectives. From 4 perspectives. One is openness, number 2 is blindness, number 3 is hiddenness, and number 4 is unknownness. So first one is we can go for open. What does it mean? Open perspective. First one is open perspective. So open perspective means known by person. That means a person knows to oneself very much and known by others. So that means that particular person is known by the others. Okay, then second one is blind perspective. So in the blind perspective, so that means unknown by a person. Unknown by a person means one that person do not know to himself or herself. Okay, so and known by others. So he or she is known by others. Others they know, but one do not know to oneself here. Then hidden. Third one is hidden. So hidden, known by person and unknown by others. Known by person. Person knows oneself very much, but he or she is unknown by others. Okay. So then last one is unknown. Unknown perspective here. Unknown by a person and unknown by others. Unknown by person and unknown by others also. That means whatever qualities we are having or which kind of person, suppose which kind of person I am, so everybody knows it. One thing, and what kind of characteristics I am having that I know, they do not know. Okay, that I have explained before the students by taking the help of that transactional analysis, plus minus minus plus, then no, plus in one set, then minus plus, then plus minus, then minus minus. So I have already explained. If more clarification is required, students can ask in this regard. And I can say Johari window is a matrix with 4 quadrants that visualize the self based on the known or unknown to self and others. That the four quadrants and 4 cells I have already said. First is open, then blind, then hidden, then unknown. Okay, so we have to be little analytical for this. So whatever I know, let's give the chance to others. They must know. That means some factors are there. If it is not going in a correct way, that means some factors are there which is not giving the opportunity to others to know me, what kind of person I am. If I know, so I must give the chance to others to know regarding my personal qualities or personal traits, personality traits or personal qualities or desirable qualities, whatever I am having. So then next point is bit is your who am I? Who am I? It is related to the self-concept. Who am I? It is related to the self-concept, and say here self-concept. Who am I first? Who am I? Several questions or several answers will come if I'm asking, and I must say to the students here that you just ask this kind of question, who am I? Why I have taken birth in this country, in this state, in this particular region, and in this family. So what is my role? In which way I will be useful for my family? In which way I'll be useful for my society or community or country? If that kind of question will be put by the students, automatically several answers will come. So once if you will experiment by writing who am I, so many thoughts with the answers it will come. So as it is related in our syllabus, as it is related to the self-concept, who am I, has a link with self-concept. Self-concept here, it is an individual's knowledge of who he is or who she is. Correct. So self-concept is here how you perceive your behavior, how you perceive your abilities, how you perceive your capacities, how you perceive your potentialities or propensities or qualities, and how you perceive to your characteristics, to your desirable qualities, how you are perceiving to yourself, that means. So, for example, if I'll say that I'm a very good human being, so I'm very kind enough, and I'm a very cherished person, and I'm having cherished personality, and also what I always believe that whenever I speak to others, so some kind of message should go to others by talking also. So my talk should not go waste. Okay, so in that way, and also if I'll say that I'm very I'm having the managerial skill, so I am having this positive qualities. And here, in which way these positive qualities are perceived by oneself, that is the self-concept. Okay, so it is a collection of sometimes beliefs also. So what one holds or about oneself, and the responses of others also. And here, according to Carl Rogers, self-concept has three components. Self-concept has three components. One is self-image, next one is self-esteem, then and the ideal self. Self-concept has three components. One is self-image, self-esteem, and the ideal self. So first one is self-image. So how you are observing, how you are looking at yourself. How you are looking at yourself means it includes the attributes, it includes the characteristics, like the physical characteristics, and also personality traits, and also the role for the society. Then next one is self-esteem. Self-esteem, how much you like, accept or value to yourself. How much you like to yourself, how much you accept to yourself, how much you value to yourself, which can be impacted by a number of factors. So several factors will be responsible for this self-esteem, including how others see to you or see you, and how you think you compare to others, and how your role in the society is very good, and in which way you are beneficial for the society, and in which way you are getting the respect from others and giving the respect to others, paying the respect to others, and getting the respect from others. Correct. So ideal self, last one is ideal self. Ideal self is the person, ideal self. So ideal self, what actually that self wants to be, means in future, what kind of person here say wants to be. That means ideal self, I must be a self which is very ideal for others. If that kind of attitude will be, definitely life will go in a very positive direction. And self-concept is a very active one, and very dynamic also. And self-concept here, it is not that only self is responsible. Here society is also responsible. In which way we are getting into the society, and also in which way we are giving something to the society, and in which way we are beneficial from the society. And social situations also matters a lot here. And even one's own motivation for seeking knowledge here. For seeking knowledge, one's own motivation for seeking knowledge, and how we express to ourselves, how we express ourselves and interact with our friends, with our peers, and it even influences us how we make the decisions also, how we make the decision and how we solve the problems, how we take the decisions. That also has the influence on the self-concept also. So last one is your inspirational readings. Inspirational readings. So many inspirational quotations are there, which will help to know to yourself. Okay, inspirational quotation, which will help to everybody or to all the students to know to yourself. And the most difficult thing is life, sorry, the most difficult thing in our life is to know yourself. Know yourself, very much a difficult thing. Okay, and it seems that it is very easy. It seems that it is very easy because I know to myself very much, and that is why knowing to self is very easy, but it is not too easy. So it is very difficult, and people do not understand. People do not understand your silence. Will never understand your words. Suppose people once do not understand you, they will never understand you. The students can read the quotes such as understanding self quotes and self awareness quotes, quotes about understanding others, understanding quotes about the relationship, and they can read the inspirational books also. Correct. They can read some of the inspirational books. You can read also. Then theme number two. Theme number two is self-management in stressful or emotional or sad as well as happy. Okay. So yes, if anybody messages come, if anybody asks anything, you can ask right now, or you can jot down here also, whatever I'm telling here. So whatever I'm explaining, if anything you are having or keeping in your mind to ask, you can ask the question also. I have completed the first theme here. If time will permit, then we'll be discussing the second theme. And before that, I must tell to all the students, should I continue to the theme number 2, Madam Elizabeth?
I think we have started by 3, so it is 4-1.
Okay.
So you have explained very elaborately theme 1. So
okay, so let's stop.
yeah,
here.
it's I think we can have a series of workshops.
Okay.
So we
Good.
can stop here. Let us get some feedback from our students, or we may have a kind of discussion together. Then we can have another workshop where we can complete the whole theme.
Okay, so now before completing, yes, after completion of the theme number 1, I must say that it cannot be denied. It cannot be denied that in the way of one's life, there may come sometimes some failure. Correct. So, but failure is not a disgrace in the lives of game. Life is just like a game. It is not a disgrace. Which one? Failure. failure is not a disgrace in the life's game, and failures are the pillars of success. So long as a person goes on attempting his or her efforts repeatedly on a certain thing in order to attain it, he or she needs not worry much, for success will be his or her future. So if he or she does not lose faith in himself or herself, so and believes in his or her own capacity, own capabilities, own abilities of doing the things, skillfully, he or she will definitely success in the life, and command the respect, confidence, and sympathy of others. Okay, so a bold attitude of that kind of self-help, that means understanding to self means here, we are looking towards the self-help. Correct, no doubt we are getting the respect from others. So here interpersonal relationship is there. But if a bold attitude of self help can make a man perfect and successful in the life. So take down all the weaknesses, all the strengths and opportunities and also threats. So try to diminish the weaknesses here. This is the a platform where you can learn more. This is the platform where you can make your life more systematic by putting a plan. So just do the plan and act according to your plan. Then only success will be in your hands. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks to all the students and also thanks to Elizabeth.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Rasmi Rekha Sethi, for explaining very comprehensively the unit or the theme 1. I think students, and briefly you have touched the theme 2 also. So the student, I am very sure they are clear about how they have to proceed the particular activities, or how they have to try to achieve the objective that is given in the particular teams. So I also just want to add that, though the time is a bit limited here, I just want to add that, see, regarding theme 3 and theme 4, students have already undertaken the tasks. In the class also, we have discussed about this theme 3 and theme 4. And under the theme 3, they are undertaking a project. In that project, there was one very interesting question asked by one of the students. Actually, they are compiling materials and resources for, in relation to water conservation. So the student was asking me, Madam, in what way can I relate this to self-development, about talking about the water conservation? So I was also, like, I was thinking, yes, this is very good question. So when, see, this theme 3 talks about a self-development in consonance with nature. So we live in a a social phenomena. We live in a phenomena where the physical worlds are surrounding us. So we have to be always in sync with the nature. And see, we have to see the contextualized situation of the learners, or the person where that individual is situated. So I was telling her, see, water conservation is a very interesting topic. See, you can start right from yourself. And then I say that, see, water conservation, your body part, how many percent of your body is water? And the need to have you need to be hydrated. Even for this pandemic situation, doctors are telling us that you should drink sufficient waters. So from yourself, do I, do I take the responsibility of, preserving or conserving the waters from my personal perspective, starting from me, from my body, to my responsibility as, as taking the social responsibility in relation to the conservation of water. Then she was telling me, okay, now I got the idea, now I understand now. And the other aspects is that when they are collaboratively working together to do attacks, that itself they are learning how to assemble video, they are learning how to how to take images. They are learning how to merge together all the materials that they have assembled. That itself is also a self development. So in many ways it is a self development, and particularly when it is in consonance with nature, observing nature, a walk in nature. So such things are there wherein the students, while they are experiencing, while they are doing the tasks, undertaking the tasks, they realize what is their position, what kind of responsibility and role they have to take as a teacher educator. So that I think itself convey to them that there is a lots and lots of tremendous amount of self development to be learned and also to experience it. So in that way, I was also going through this journey, explaining to the students, asking myself a question. So instead of dwelling on that particular, written thing, I can just sum it up like that. So other theme also, if we can have other workshop again, let us try to come together and have a deliberation and talk together, and this will help us to dig deep into ourselves, internalize ourselves, and also find out wherein lies my capability, my strength, and what are my limitations, and accept and embrace my limitation also, what Resme has already said, all those things. So these are some of the very important objective, in a brief way I can say about the theme 3 and 4 as well. So I think time is already 4:10. So I will, before I open the to the students to ask any question, any comment from Madam Roma, Madam? Any comment? Anything regarding the yeah?
No, I think we can take one or two questions because it's already time.
Yes.
One or two questions, if they have, they can ask. Then we can
Mm,
close for today. As you say, we can do another one also. If it is well received, we can do another workshop.
mm.
We
Okay,
can.
students, please come forward with your questions or any doubt or any sharing, not necessarily or
Yeah.
always question. Something, you experience, something which is very much, very exciting for you, which you want to share to others, that also can be, shared to us. Anybody regarding this? Yeah, please.
Ma'am, as I explained, student, I think teacher not only mentally strong and all, they should have some physical gesture. That means this teacher should look like a positive vibes. Just when they are cutting the class, they keep a smile in their face. Physical gesture also important because students very much comfortable with the person, and they can share their problems and all. Then definitely mental stability definitely important, because without mental stability physically good vibes they cannot be given. So as my experience, as a teaching as a profession for me, I would really like to share that not only we are focusing on the normative or orthodox pattern of the studies, we should think about something different. There's some activities related things really enjoy. I don't like too much online classes. I really attend classes whatever you all professor are taken. But as I would like to go for the physical classes and do some activity that will give me as a student very much benefits for my future, and as a would-be teacher, I will learn from you so many things that maybe may not be possible in online platforms somehow. Sometimes you all are trying to give us your best, but I, as a person, as a different person, I think some physical class will be very much effective for us, and that's all. And definitely self development we are doing every moment of our life, not only after coming in the MET. Whenever we are starting our school life, from that beginning we are starting to develop ourselves in different way. Sometimes we are asking for changing our tone when we are talking, when we are saying something, and when we are doing something. So from the beginning we are learning so many things, and after the end of our academic course, that is the MEd or PhD, is such a, I think PhD not is only a student-teacher relationship type. It's a different. So MEd is more or less the last academic course. So we not only learn from this course only, we are learning and developing ourselves from the entire life. So, and definitely we never focus on these points, but now we are focusing on these points that is very much helpful for ours to think difficultly, or I mean critically thinker we can be. We can say like, yes, we are a critical thinker. And that's all. And thank you all of my professor, those who are saying so many things and advising us of being a good teacher and maybe a good educator. And thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Well, Coily, nothing can compensate the face-to-face classroom where you are sitting in front of us, looking at your face. So that is also for us also the first option, the first choice for us. So here in this situation, the second best option is this online. So we don't want you to stop learning. That is the reason why we are trying to provide the online platform so that you don't, stop learning. That's it. And then, yeah, of course, we need to reflect not only from one particular paper or one particular subject. Everything that we come across in our life is a learning. Of course, that is true. Thank you. Any other student? Madam, you would like to respond to her?
Okay.
Yeah, Rashmi.
After, no, you say after that, I'll say.
No,
That's
no,
what I
no,
said.
Rashmi.
Okay.
The younger ones first.
Yes. So good, thank you. Actually, I want to say what Kohli said. There are two parts here. One is three parts. One is online learning, then second one is physical, and the third one is your thinking, feeling, and action all should be coordinated. So with regard to the physical activities, so what is proposing, so we can arrange one yoga program. Yoga, as it is mentioned in this development course, so we can arrange the series of workshop will do. So once or twice we can arrange for them. I have kept in my mind that once if it could be offline, so it could be possible. So now we can think for that yoga classes. So by us either or by taking the help of experts also, it can be arranged. So maybe when through online it's possible. Through online it's possible. So, yes, number one. Number two, thinking, feeling, action. And yes, if our thinking, if our feeling, if our action, all will be coordinated, then we will be enjoying our life. Correct. And another thing is, he was telling about the gestures in the form of that I can say. Our expression, facial expression, yes, Face is the index of behavior or mirror of our behavior, mirror of our behavior. So positively and correctly it has highlighted, but while taking class and while interacting with others, cautiously when we speak something cautiously, and when we speak like that only, very generally, commonly, so it will differ, definitely. It will differ. So, okay, so keep in mind all those kind of thing, and just to go ahead with the positive aspect. Okay, so put more positive qualities within yourself. I'm telling to all of you. Okay, as you are learning the self development and attending the self development class through online and also offline, you have already done very good workshop through offline already done. So now this is the platform where you can do also more. So you think how practically we can do that, also you have to think, and so many ideas will come from you also as students. Okay, so many ideas will come if you'll think upon that how practically we'll do through online, so online mode, then it will be worked out. So madam is there, Elizabeth madam is there, so all three are here, so we can execute it. So take the idea and just think how this could be possible practically through online. Okay, this is the task for all of you. Thank you, madam. You can go ahead.
No, I understand the feeling of students, and what you expressed is not just one student. All the students feel that yes, uh, having class physically is very beneficial for us. But now I would like to again go back to my favorite saying: life is not about waiting for the storm to stop, but it is about learning to dance in the rain. See, now it's like we have to wait, see for an opportunity to dance in the rain. Difficult time, but some new opportunity may be there. In this platform, as Rashmi rightly said, even yoga can be, we can design how yoga can be learned through online platform. So let us try to make use of this opportunity and evolve new ways of doing something better, which is not possible for us if it is a physical classroom. For example, Sunday afternoon, I don't think you would have come out of your hostel and we would have come out of our comfort of home on a Sunday afternoon, and we would have met you for more than an hour, and all of you, around 25 of you, joined the class. I'm sure this was not possible if it was physical online. See, these are the things that we have to make the best of possibilities now in the online platform. You plan so many other things. In the last class also, one of you asked, Ankita asked a question. I'm keeping it reserved for the next Tuesday's class. Similar question, like how in online some of the problems of the students cannot be addressed. So okay, I think we have taken a lot of time.
I want at least one more students to share their view, so that any one of you. Anybody here who can share your idea, and uh, what are the significant things you have listened or you have learned today? Whether it is necessary, whether it will help you by having this workshop. Give us your feedback. Anybody?
Ma'am, I want to share my experience.
Okay, go ahead.
Actually, I was in B.Ed program in RI. Then also it was there in our syllabus, self-development classes. At that time, I felt ki what is the importance of these type of classes? Because at this stage, the students are very much developed. But a few days ago, I have gone through the NCFTE 2009. So it is very in a comprehensive tone. It is written that how it is important and how this should be included in the curriculum, and what should be done to make this possible. That is the self-development in the students as a teaching professional. Then I came to understand the importance of this course. I was attending the classes. I was interacting with the teacher also. I've shared all my experiences, but then connecting to the thoughts which are given in the NCFT 2009 and what we are doing in the classroom and what I have achieved through these classes, the self development which has taken place in me, then I come to know the importance of these classes. Yeah, it is very important because development, self development is a thing which will happen throughout our life. It will never stop. And in which environment we are in, that will influence the type of development in ourselves. Like we are in a teaching institute, obviously the teaching professions, the qualities of teacher, the professional qualities of teacher, the ethics of teacher, the administration, management kind of things, these all things we will imbibe through this education process. In this curriculum framework or in our campus, educational our RI campus or whatever be the institute. So these courses will ultimately help the student to become a more confident, more competent professional, teaching professional, I would say. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for your beautiful realization and cementing on so many of the important, issues that uh, our today's speaker have mentioned. So I think we will call it a day here. Of course, we do have a very substantial and very meaningful session, workshop. We can evolve with better, way, as many of you have suggested, we can come out with a better way of having this kind of, coming together. Let us make it very unique and something, if students can come out with those ideas, you are most welcome. Please convey to us in the next workshop, 1 or 2 workshop we'll try to have again. Come out with idea and let us know so that we can have very important, or how do I say, very learning experiences in the workshop. So once again, I thank Professor I.P. Gurama ma'am for being here throughout the session and also motivating us and then making a very important introductory remarks. Dr. Rasmi Rekha Sethi, as part of the faculty who has been taking this paper, thank you for your elaborate explanation. And thank you, dear students, for joining. Hope in the coming day you will come with more, openness and share your experiences and give us some way so that we can, prepare in such a way that it will be more meaningful to you. Thank you for all of you for joining. Thank you. Have a safe stay wherever you are. Take care and stay safe. Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Thanks to all the students.
Thank you.
Thank you.